Yo.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Make sure they feel the drift. Just cut the bands all with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have the head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and bro.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please
Falcons pick is in. Adam, give us the rundown.
The foundation of any good team starts up front, and here's a guy who's a franchise's dream come true. GMs I talked to pointed to several of his games in college where he took on some of the nation's best defensive linemen, going toe-to-toe with them for 60 minutes of brutal trench combat and dominating them. He's going to be able to protect the franchise quarterback in addition to opening up holes for the run game. With size, speed, and strength, he should have a very successful NFL career.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'm a star like Mauritius. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles. Yeah, I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot-town, that's an automatic hold down.
The Vikings are going with Harmon here.
Scouts never want to see a linebacker run a slow 40. After he chose not to run at the combine, he turned in a disappointing 5-second 40 at his pro day. In his case, you could argue there are some great current and former linebackers who weren't the fastest athletes, but they were the exception to the rule. The jury's still out on this kid, but it's clear this team was willing to gamble on him with this pick.
That mean come on, go on platinum. Oh, that mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the bitty back bragging.
Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please, please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the quick. Kiss it. Sway Lee, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, got the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight and touch. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up. Bunch of that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation heated. Right shrimp getting booked up in every city. Splash her with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Yes, I just filled up my tank, now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on
The Titans are now on the clock.
on fire. We set the roof 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 on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
So bad, in my bed. Off with that, off with that. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the rain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stash your money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing, messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's at my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery. Splash her with cash, had to spaz on the waitress. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock.
And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting and no fighting.
Poppin' knock it when I met you. Shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad one, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead. Don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing. People singing. Rice is throwing flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. Excuse her while she kiss the sky.
Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting down the city, block the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Excuse her while she kiss the sky. Excuse her while she kiss the sky.
Now that Starks is off the board, Adam, what do you have on him?
He entered the season drawing comparisons to some of the most feared defensive linemen in NFL history after a midseason disappearing act that saw him record just 2 tackles in 5 games. Many scouts were left shaking their heads in disbelief. Even with the growing concern over his lack of production, there were some GMs who felt his poor stat lines were a direct result of the increased focus he began receiving as a result of his hot start. One pointed specifically to reports of offensive coordinators fashioning entire game plans around avoiding him, knowing that his fellow linemen were incapable of picking up his mantle. He'll now have a chance to prove believers right, as he's expected to see significant playing time in the preseason with a line far superior to the one he had in college.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now, who's got more to say about the Browns' latest pick.
His final season in school came to an end early when he was dismissed from the team after missing several practices. I wasn't able to find out why he couldn't attend the practices, but I do know that after his third absence, the coach finally decided to bench him. He was on his way to having a decent year, but without him participating in practice, the coaches thought he would be a liability in the game plan going forward. After apologizing to his former teammates, I can see why this team is taking a chance on him. He seems recommitted, but we'll see if that's true come training camp.
Adam, what can you tell us about the Chiefs' newest player?
After he set a team record for pass completions in a game, his draft stock couldn't have been any higher. Showing tremendous pocket presence, vision, and throwing accuracy, multiple GMs felt as if he had all the makings of a franchise quarterback. Now he'll have a chance to take his gunslinger mentality to the next level with his new coaching staff, hoping it translates to NFL success.
The Bears are now on the clock. Rams have just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
Like football, rugby's a sport that's played with guys of all shapes and sizes. In his case, he was one of the big guys pushing and pulling blocks in the center of the pitch. He was playing rugby for a university in Australia before he was recruited to transfer and play football for 2 seasons here in America. His first year was spent adjusting to the game, getting used to the different rules and how to play his position properly. The guy even had to adjust how he tackled now that he had to wear pads and a helmet. But his second year is really where we started to see what he could potentially do. He's a physical player at the line of scrimmage. The team was able to pick up a good addition to its line with a bit of an interesting history.
The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get done in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Light that fire, we gonna crank that country. Let's get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Well, it's about to get done. turn to love. Slink it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Go and get money from head to toe, clean it off, dipping in the swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, this rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, but still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, let's get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, this rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, let's get Thursday.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Everybody get Thursday.
They just picked up Stevens. What's the latest on him, Adam?
Scouts I've talked to expressed a great deal of frustration with his inconsistent play throughout the season, saying it made it near impossible to evaluate him in 11-on-11 situations. Even with this being said, there was significant interest in the big tight end, many believing that with the right coaching and confidence building, he could develop into a dominant player. This pick is a bit of a gamble, with the hope being a clean slate can help him exercise the demons that prevented him from reaching his full potential in college.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Turn up and make it sound to the league. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand on and see that. You know you got to turn up to keep them begging for.
Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
With this pick, we see a tremendous physical talent that fell out of favor with many teams based on reports that he struggled memorizing his playbook. These struggles were cited as contributing to several key mistakes in late season losses. A 3.7 grade point average student studying humanities, the explanation for his lack of football knowledge was puzzling to many of the scouts and GMs I spoke to. Other sources have told me that if the reports of his playbook struggles are indeed true, it may be more of a reflection of his previous coaching staff than his mental work ethic. They feel that making the jump to the NFL provides a clean learning slate for him. I expect his new coaching staff to bring him along slowly, and because of that, I wouldn't expect to see him getting any immediate on-field action until he demonstrates a mastery of the playbook.
Browns are now on the clock.
Hello, my name is Kamal.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance. And that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
I get you down like gravity, raps, rackety, rappers, and raps, rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids, and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling rivety, rhythmically right, a vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Worst keeps my impression impressive.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. From the present, now, present, come out.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
3 chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting dappy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, I'm packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours again.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Low.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stung you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble. I'm back to ballin' them in.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
While he showed potential in school, he turned in one of the weakest performances of the defensive lineman at the All-Star game. Anytime he was on the field, they lost the battle in the trenches, giving up rushing yards and giving the quarterback plenty of time in the pocket. Matt Miller told me he got stood up by any offensive lineman he was matched against, and struggling to get off the block removed him from a lot of plays. He needs to develop some moves if he's going to get by blockers. You can't just rely on strength alone anymore, especially not in the NFL.
Officer,
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 Oh, I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Games, I straight get at 'em. I'm on a all day.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Play the sound when the Cayman Islands dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave her. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my
The Falcons are now on the clock.
When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a shovel.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I've been a player since elementary. I got more bars than a penitentiary. I got a that ain't several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
I can make it bounce by myself.
You better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
We only taking.
The Texans are now on the clock.
So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my glow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go wild to the wild.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hour.
The Titans are now on the clock.
We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilling away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
We gon' blow your mind.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Okay, I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, Rucker Park spallin'. Hey,
the Browns are now on the clock.
So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. I really worry about things I don't.
The Lions are now on the clock.
You ain't wrong, money wrong way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. And I don't know when I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. And I don't know.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Boy, it's safe to say that this shit is over. Ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back. Man. It ain't no coming back, dude. They just got too much sauce. KD just come through pulling up on niggas. Like this is just the thing to do. That nigga just pulling up on anybody out there. Yeah. That nigga. Hey, we need to start reevaluating some shit, man. Cause oh my god, bro. Like, hey, bro, this shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. It's, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, My girl even said Paul LeBron the way Steph Curry mixed his ass up. They left a miss. Hello? Man, nigga, first of all, I ain't even hear this whole ringing. Oh shit, it don't matter if y'all already balling. Yeah, who all under her? Oh, alright. What y'all on right now? Alright. You finna eat some booty. That nigga said I just have two at a time. Look at you. You get like you over there, fly. Man. God damn. Hey man. Boy, they gonna lose that. They gonna get the hating again. They gonna get the hating again. Oh, he got the show? Fuck that nigga. Yeah. 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 Well, shit, I'm finna do that shit, and it'll be on there. All right. All right. Yeah. It's sure play that, bro. Quit playing, bro. Go on, sure play that shit, bro. Yeah, nigga. Hold on, let me make this last little draft pick real fast. Hey, so it's like, like, so the way Kevin Durant out here just doing niggas stuff, like, hey man. KD out here doing niggas though. We just gonna act like, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna act like this nigga not out here doing niggas.